Well, hello and welcome to the Spirit Safe. My name's Rob. Thank you very much indeed for joining me. What do we have this time? Well, we're, getting into the year now, halfway through almost, and I decided now is the time to open a Canadian whiskey, and we'll make it a special one. The Lot 40 12-year-old cask strength rye, which is a pot still rye. This one is bottled at 55% ABV. My bottle number, in case you are interested, which I know some people are, 4435 of 4968. So 4,435 of 4,968. Very nice little copper label they've got on this. And I did review the standard Lot 40 last year, if not the year before. And I enjoyed that one very much. So I have another bottle of it here, and we can do a little comparison between the two. This one about 35 Canadian dollars where I am. This one probably over 100. I can't remember. It's a special edition. I bought it as part of the Spirits release, not last year but the year before. So this is a much more expensive product, much harder to get your hands on. A special whiskey for me because I opened it in January to celebrate getting my Canadian passport, which is obviously a big moment for me. So this is a special bottle that I've brought out to review. Right. I'll just pour a little of the cask strength one. So we'll nose this, and then we'll give it a sip, and then we'll move to the regular strength stuff. Because the cask strength, it's not really a comparison video, it's a review of the cask strength and maybe a bit of comparison as well. Full nose, all that unmalted rye. Rye spice, cologne, very, very spicy. Mixed spices, pink peppercorns, rye bread. It's kind of fudgy notes, but it's, rye spice is definitely the main attraction here, and you know that you're dealing with a small batch product that's big ABV. Raisins soaked in brandy. Mixed sort of confectionery notes start to come through. A strong oak, virgin oak. A little bit of rice wine. Alcohol note definitely there at 55% ABV. Black currant and licorice candies, which is an old English style candy. So it's a hard candy with black currant and then licorice in the centre. Peach cobbler, fresh mint, toothpastey mint as well. Coffee, almond, very full, powerful nose. Let's do a comparison with the standard strength. So obviously we are not comparing like with like. This is, there's a long way between them in terms of ABV at 43% and 55%. Immediately here, this feels much more ready to drink. It's more marshmallowy, much sweeter. You feel like the spice is lingering, whereas the cask strength, the spice is more in your face. The oak is much more there. Palate on the cask strength. A lot of tangy apples, awful lot of spice. certain bitterness there, loads of oak in the arrival. Brown sugar, cinnamon buns. It has a heat and a dryness. Very dry moving on to the finish as well. Bitter lemon. It can have a syrupy mouthfeel without being too sweet. And more confectionery notes starting to come up on the nose. The standard strength one starting to take a little bit of yeast on the palate now. Much sweeter, much more brown sugar. Moving into chocolate on the finish of the standard strength. Right, I will add some water to the cask strength. One and then a little drop of these. More bright and breezy, menthol, pine cones beginning to give up a little more. Sliced almonds, kind of lemon drizzle. It's really woken it up just adding that little bit of water immediately. Lemon drizzle cake, key lime. Cinnamon, baking, dry spices, raisins, pumpkin pie. A little bit of fresh pipe tobacco. Later there's some chocolate mint on the nose as well. Let's compare the nose with water on the cask strength versus the standard strength. Much more three-dimensional on the cask strength model compared to the standard. Standard model's I'm picking up a little bit more apple cider vinegar on that one. A bit more almost confectionery banana now on the cask strength. Really need to take a bit of time with it. Much more marshmallowy now I've reduced the alcohol note, the alcohol strength. Still warm, still packs a punch, even with the alcohol level being reduced. With water, it is oaky, sour, sweet, spicy. There's a maple and kind of burnt sugar note as it moves into the finish. Gunpowder, orange oil, dryness, orange pith, bitterness to it. Lip smacking kind of coconut note as you move into the finish. It's spicy and rich. Finish. Cocoa, cacao nibs, coffee, gristly rye, cough syrup, sweet Thai chili, long finish with tingling spices, nutmeg, Angostura bitters, and grapefruit. Have another sip of the standard. The standard is still very nice. There's the bitter chocolate going on, chocolate mint, cocoa as well. You can tell it's from the same stable, but much more simple sweetness with the standard strength stuff. The cask strength bottling is the one that you have to spend the time with. So, how do they compare? Clear that they're from the same stable, they're of the same ilk, but the cask strength has it for me. It's obviously 3 times the price. And what I enjoy about the standard strength one is it's cheap, it's available everywhere. And I bought it, took it to a camping trip, enjoyed it while I was there. It's just always available, always going to be there, and a good introduction to unmalted rye. But for those who really do enjoy the ryes, this, I think, is an excellent one. Not an expert at ryes, but I've begun to enjoy them. And yeah, this is well worth the buy. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the review. Like, comment and subscribe, and hope to see you again soon. Cheers, bye bye.